compensation in return for him. But this morning, it was reported that trade talks broke down. Buffalo is moving on to free agency, and they got to move on from Antonio Brown trade that looked a little questionable at first, seeing that Buffalo with a quarterback Josh Allen rookie, he's really not a thrower in my mind. His stats are atrocious. You look at his Wyoming stats. He's like 0-5 versus Power 5 conferences. When he came out, I thought he was a bust. He didn't perform well in his rookie season. And just putting Antonio Brown in that situation, it's not good. First of all, Antonio, I think if he got there, he would have wanted out. What do you think, Aidan?
I completely agree. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to trade away your young assets when you're trying to rebuild.
Yes. So we don't know exactly what they're going to trade away, but Antonio is going to attract big offers. His offer would probably be, I'm not an expert or anything, but his offer would probably be around a first round pick. I would assume maybe some more draft picks, maybe a couple seconds, something like that. With a team like Buffalo, who's rebuilding, they don't have a lot of pieces. Their wide receiver core is thin, very thin. Their first wide receiver, I think, is like about Robert Foster. I think that's his name. Wide receiver from Alabama. He was a rookie last year. He did pretty well. He's definitely not a number one wide receiver. A lot of teams are having this problem, including the Jets. They need wide receivers. They were interested in Antonio Brown. But they pulled out along with the Cardinals, according to Adam Schefter, I believe. And, just where do you think he's going to land? I'm not sure where he's going to land. He said in a Facebook Live video that he knows where he's going. Stay tuned. So we're not really sure where he's going to go. I think a possible destination could be the Indianapolis Colts. I think this might not be a realistic one, but I think the Colts should make this move because the Colts have great pieces in line right now. Marlon Mack is great running back. They could be in the line. He's got even Le'Veon Bell. Marlon Mack's still a great back. If they could keep him and they could win. Andrew Luck, great quarterback, all pro, coming off the injury, did amazing. He can play. He can still play. And then we got T.Y. Hilton, the number one wide receiver. You need help around him. They got rid of Dante Moncrief to the Jaguars. He didn't work out well in Jacksonville. I believe he might have got released. I'm not sure. But they're not going to take him back. They need a real number 2 wide receiver or another wide receiver to pair with T.Y., like a number 1 wide receiver like Antonio Brown. So Antonio Brown would be a great option for the Colts. They have a lot of assets to trade for him to. They have a ton of cap space. I believe the number 1 cap space in the NFL, about 12 draft picks. And I mean, it's just crazy. We need Antonio really bad in Indianapolis, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. They have all the pieces lined up. It might not be that realistic, but he seems like a really great fit for that organization.
What do you think other teams for Antonio?
I'm thinking if Arizona wanted and was really eyeing Kyler Murray, that he might be a good fit, but they don't really have many good aspects to trade away other than their pick that they would probably get Kyler Murray with.
Yeah. I think that would be too high of a pick to really give away for Antonio. But, they could give around a few seconds if they're said to be out, but they could still be in. I'm not really sure. Antonio, nobody knows right now. We thought he's going to Buffalo. He's not going to Buffalo. We just don't really know. A lot